All right, folks, back on the Bossman show with the new head coaches, Bellarmine Knights, Davenport. We've been the Bossman show. Here with me, I'll tell you already, it's rare I talk to somebody that we're down the same age as. So it's always good, it's good to have that going for me today with you, man.
No, good to be with you, man. I'm looking forward to this.
Yes, indeed, man. How's it feel, man, to coach your alma mater, man? You've been around this program, you played there, your dad coached there, man, and now you live to lead this thing now. So how's it feel, man?
The first week or so, it's the best phrase I heard. Pat Kelsey, who I worked with at Xavier, and he coaches 3 miles down the street. Spoke to him right when I got the job, and he said it's drinking through a fire hose, and that's exactly what it felt like for probably like a week or 10 days. No matter what you're doing, you're just constantly behind. You got a million people reaching out to you. You're trying to reach out to a million people. The most important thing are your current players. Then you're trying to build a new roster, and you've just got a million things going on. After that, you get a week, 10 days into the job. That's exactly what it is. Like, it's a job, and we have a task in front of us, and we need to make sure we're getting it done. I think in this day and age of college basketball, when you get a job early March, it's roster construction, right? Like, it's roster construction, it's roster construction, it's roster construction. And so that took up, that's a 2 month process. So we finished our roster 2 weeks ago today, I think. Maybe 2 weeks ago yesterday. And once you get to the end, you're down to you need one, two guys. It's immediately you start planning the summer, right? Like, we have a really simple goal here, and we've our players are not here yet. They move in on Sunday. What they'll hear from us is like two main messages. Number one, first and foremost, like, we want to have the best summer in the A-Sun, right? Like, there are 12 teams in the league every day. It's really not about having the best summer, right? It's like, hey, Monday, June 9th, let's have the best Monday, June 9th of anybody in the A-Sun. Hopefully we do, right? And if we don't, let's go on to the next day. Let's have the best Tuesday. And then the other part of it, I think in this era of college athletics, and really with young people in general, is we want our guys to take ownership in what they're doing, right? Like, they got to take ownership. Like, they hear it from us a million times, like, own it. You own your choices. You own your mindset. Like, we're not blaming, complaining, and making excuses, the finger pointing. I think it's become easier for these guys. Like, as we were off air kind of laughing, dudes are playing for 3, 4 AAU teams. They go to 3 high schools, and then they get to college and they play at 3 schools, and everything becomes an excuse, right? Well, it didn't work out
Mm-hmm.
here because of this guy, and it's like, nope. We are putting the onus on the players that if they want to have a great summer and they want to get the program turned around back to where it was and back to where it should be, it's on them, right? It's on us. It's on us. But we've got to put it on them and make sure they're taking ownership in the program. I don't know about you, man. Like, I own a rental house, and I promise you this: the guys that live in my rental house, they don't take quite as good care of it as I take care of my house that I own, right?
Yes, I have
So
one
we,
in
we
Nashville, buddy. I have one in Nashville. I have my cameras on all the time, looking at how they treating my property. So I'm with
that's
you. I,
exactly
I,
right.
I feel the same thing, man.
That's exactly right. And we don't want them to lease the program, right? We want them to own the program.
Yes, and like you said, man. Like yesterday, I had to speak to some youth yesterday. I was telling them about my journey. Like, for me, I'm a one man band, Doug. It's JR does everything on the show. It's if JR does not do a thing, the show does not run today. So and having that mindset and that grind, I was trying to teach them, like, look, if I can do what I do for 13 years as a one man show, you can do whatever you want to do.
That's
Because
right.
I could easily say I could quit, but I love what I do. Am I busy a lot? Yes. Take away from my family a lot? Yes. But if I don't do it, I don't eat. If I want to achieve these goals and grow and develop, if I don't go out here and go to Indiana, go to Orlando, go to Memphis and cover these games or cover these. So if I don't do these things, Doug, I can't grow this show and feed
That's
my
right.
family. I'm trying to
That's
teach
right.
these young guys, like, look, if you look at me as somebody who, this is what the ground really looks like.
And if you spend your energy making excuses instead of doing the work, you're never going to reach your potential anyway, right? That's how we feel.
No doubt, man. No doubt, man. Like you said, it's so important to build these bricks on June 9th, build
That's
a
right.
brick on June 10th. So, and that's something that I be, young men don't understand, though. Sometimes it's like, I played too as well. My dad was a coach, like your dad was a coach. Like, you have to master simple. You have to really
Yep.
make every motion count. That's what my dad always say.
Hmm.
Make every motion count. Everything you do is matters. We do everything for a reason. The simplest drill is for a reason. The
That's
simplest
right.
workout is for a reason. The
That's
simplest
right.
weightlifting thing is for a reason. So it's like that's in my mind still this day, brother. It's like my dad's words stay in my head. That's why I go the way I go. And I wish young men would understand that, which we understand. We're at our ages we are, but like it's a process that's to be good.
That's right. That's exactly right.
It's crazy, man. But man, it's man for you. This summer is it more going to be about individual development, or is it going to be more about putting in some team concepts as well?
You know, I think, um, I guess we've probably had summer hours 8 or 9 years now in college basketball, maybe 10. And I don't know if anyone thinks they have it figured out perfect. I talked to Matt Painter from Purdue about this, and I've gone back and forth about this, back and forth. And it will be a combination of the two. Like I can tell you, our first week, Monday, we're going to have individual instruction. We'll have 3 groups of 5. And that's going to be more to help introduce drills and teaching points that we will then do at a larger scale on Tuesday, right? Like mixed with skill work, right? Like it's skill work, teaching, skill work, teaching, skill work, teaching, and how much of that can we squeeze into a 30 or 40-minute individual instruction segment? And then on Tuesday, we're taking, essentially the same teaching points that we're doing with 5 guys in a group, and now we're introducing it to probably half the team, right? Like you'll have 7 guys in red on this end, 8 guys in gray on this end, and we're teaching the same thing on 2 ends. I think we used to try to do like 4 days a week, maybe 4 1 hours, or 2 days of individual instruction, 2 teams. We're really going to try to get it done a lot more in 3 days this summer. I think, again, like we talked about earlier, where with us trying to put the onus on the players to take ownership in the program, you will not become a great player 4 hours a week with the coaches in the summer. Like you won't. You won't. But if we are with them on the court 4 days a week, like are we starting to limit the time they can get in the gym on their own, or 5 days a week? And so we are trying to kind of strongly encourage our returners, our more veteran guys, to help get guys in the gym and show that, like, if they want to flip this thing, they got to do it, right? They have to put in the work. And so we're going to, I think an average week for us will probably be, we do a fun thing. When we have camp going on, camps are big for us. We'll do Friday morning from 8:30 to 9:30. We practice. We have about 250 kids in camp, and we invite the parents and the siblings. We get 500 people to come watch us practice in June, right? It's a pretty cool deal.
Oh yeah.
And so, like, for us, it's like, can we go for an hour and a half Tuesday, hour and a half Thursday, and then our 1 hour practice on Friday in front of camp, which is just a scaled down, sped up version of what we're doing on Thursday, right? So I think it's really important that we instill enough team concepts that they understand exactly what we're asking of them on the basketball court, right? And they start to understand terminology. We're only using 6 of our 8 weeks. We're going 3 weeks, kind of a 3-week sprint. They get the week of 4th of July off, 3-week sprint. And for us, when we're on the court, like we're going, right? We're going hard. We don't have enough time to walk into it, right? We got to kind of dive headfirst into it.
Oh yeah.
And I am excited to, let the fur fly a little bit, right? Like let's find out what we got. We got 9 new guys, man. We're thrilled about the 9 new guys, but like, you can watch some stuff on film. You talk to previous coaches. You talk to coaches who played against them. Hey, man, I want to see what guys are like, on a Thursday afternoon in June. I want to find out who wants to compete.
No doubt, dude. That's 100% right. You said something about Kemp. I want to ask you about Kemp. How cool is it to see your guys interact with campers and kind of build that bond with campers? So when they come to games and the seasons, like, hey, I remember him. I have his autograph. I know that guy. So how cool is it for your guys to build up bond community in camp, so they'll come support you in the fall, and the kids love them and really cheer hard because they don't know who these little guys are.
We were talking about that yesterday, and I'm 37, and I'm the old man on our staff, which is great. Like, we got a lot of energy on staff. I see more camper parents than these other guys do. And it is funny, man. That's always the first thing they talk about is how excited, and I was talking to two of our, we got five guys already in town. The rest will be here Saturday and Sunday. And I was talking to him about that yesterday. It's like, man, you guys got to remember when you're 9 years old, you see a Division I college basketball player and he knows your name. Like, that's the coolest thing in the world. That's the coolest thing in the world. And then when they come to games, Knights Hall is very intimate. Like seats are right on top of the court. When our guys are walking out of the locker room, man, we got about 40 campers waiting right there, ready to give everybody a high five. You know what I mean? It's a cool deal. And I think like at our level of college basketball, um, we have to be different. We have to be more accessible. We got to be very much intertwined with our community. Like we have to be part of the fabric of the community, right? Like the players need to know the campers' names. Campers need to know, oh man, that's Jack Karazinski. Like that's my guy. No, Jack was my guy, right? Like, hey man, hey, now he gave me a bad call, man. I'm mad. He gave me a bad call in the 3-on-3 championship, but at least they know who he is, right? Like,
Yes.
and I just like making sure that our players understand. I think um, college athletics has become so transient, right? Like every roster, every sport, it's 50, 60% turnover every year. We're trying to fight it. There's only so much you can do. But I do think that while they're with us, make sure that they are a Bellarmine basketball player and they're doing the things that come along with being a Bellarmine basketball player and interacting with kids in camp. First off, it's just the right thing to do. It's just the
Mm-hmm.
right thing to do, right? Secondly, it helps grow the program, right? And like what we've told guys for years, and this is not like lip service. This is stuff that's actually happened. We have had guys get first jobs, right? Get first jobs because they coached some guy who owns a business. They coached this kid in camp, and then those people come to games, and all of a sudden, we had a young man named Rusty Troutman who's a three-time D2 All-American. He got his first job. This is like true story. He got his first job. Rusty's one of four boys. One of his older brothers was had like a Bellarmine #5 Troutman shirt on. And a guy walks up to his older brother after game. He said, are you Rusty's older brother? And he said, yeah. And he handed him a business card. And he said, like, I've admired that kid from afar for 4 years, just the way he conducts himself. Hands him his business card, said, tell Rusty to call me. Rusty doesn't know what this is about. Calls the guy. Guy says, hey, can you meet me for coffee? Fast forward a few days. Rusty had his first job offer like December of his senior year. And it was just 100. Guy that had never personally met Rusty, but admired him so much of how he conducted himself and the manner with which he worked. And next thing you know, like Rusty's gone on to do great. He's no longer with that job. He has gone kind of a rocket ship, but he is, and we do hope that like when they spend time in our program, they learn the values that are going to make them better husbands, better employees, better bosses, right? Like learn some leadership. Like, do you have some toughness? Do you have some grit? We bring a ton of business leaders in to talk to our guys. And the one consistent message we hear is if you want to be a great employee, you want to be great at whatever you do. It's like you said, man, do simple great, right? Do simple things great. We've had guys go on from this program to do so many incredible things. I'll give you the full spectrum here. We've had one of my teammates who was a senior when I was a freshman. United States Secret Service was the limo driver, and we still, every time I see him, we like to laugh about this. I saw him at Derby Week. He was in town. He was driving the limo when President Trump was driving around Daytona. This cat, Matt DeMasters, was the driver of the United States Secret Service driving the limo. We have Oladapo Fagbinley, played with me, graduated with me, better known as Daps. Daps has won 2 BET awards for music video production.
Wow.
Right? These dudes were like in the program at the same time. We've had Prime and Alani, right? Like Alani, the drink, just sold for $1.3 billion. The founder and largest shareholder, Bellarmine basketball player, right? Like there's a hospital in Eastern Kentucky, Corbin, Kentucky, guy who now runs the entire pediatrics unit. My teammate graduated with me. So you're talking about you've got doctors, entrepreneurs, BET award winners, United States Secret Service, and I'm leaving out about 800 things in between, right? And like you come here, I'm not saying they're there because they played for us. They're not, but it is part of who they became, right? And we hope that they learn something from us. And as they go into the world, they use it, right? Like they can look back on some lessons that they learned. And most of them are probably like, are you a great teammate, right? Do you have some perseverance, right? And like, are you gonna break down and melt down because somebody tells you you're not doing a good job, right? And you know this, man. You see young people all the time right now. They get told something they don't like. Their first instinct
They
is to
they
run and win.
shut down, Doug. They shut
That's
down.
right. And we want to run. We want to run to it and run through walls, right?
Yes.
We don't want to run to the wall. We want to run through the wall.
Yeah, man. Like, when you're independent, like, I'm independent, so I don't have that corporate backing behind me. So
Right.
I've heard no a lot.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, yeah.
Like,
You got thick skin now.
so
That
I'm
first
like,
one probably hurt though.
so I had to tell like the guy who runs the NCAA tournament, like, look, man, I interview more coaches than a lot of people interview, and so what are you talking about? So you can't credential me. So I hate finding. So I said, look at my archive. I talked to Kelvin Sampson. I've talked to people like that on my show. You know what I'm saying? Lamont Paris, guys in mid-major, high major. So he's like, oh, because I wasn't
Here
corporately.
are your credentials, boss man. That's what they better say.
So okay, okay, you're good, but I had to fight with them about that for 2 years, man.
Right, right, right.
Because I don't have a corporate thing behind me. But
That
no,
don't sound like the NCAA. It doesn't sound like they'd make you go through a whole bunch of bureaucratic paperwork. And now
yeah,
that don't sound like them. I'm not familiar with this organization you're talking about.
so,
We
yeah,
won a conference tournament. They told us we can't play the NCAA tournament.
it's funny you say that. The SEC, I don't care, say that on the air. They deny my credential. I'm like, I'm talking to your coaches. What are you talking about? So yes, it still happens. It happened this
Oh yeah.
past March. Like
Oh yeah.
what?
Oh yeah. I'm fully aware.
Hey, but I laugh at now, Doug. Like, hey, look, I know how I do quality work. I know what I do for a living. I love what I do for a living. If you don't respect it, God, that's your problem. God help you. You know?
That's right. That's right. That's right. And you're still gonna get coaches on here to talk.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, whatever. You're not hurting me none.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That Doug Baskets, man, the A Sun now is moving to. I loved your own campus site tournament,
Yeah.
but now it's moving to Jacksonville. How did y'all come to a decision, and how do you feel about that going forward, man?
And that's my opinion. Hey, listen, man, we played a conference championship game in front of 7,500 people in Freedom Hall. We had a full court storm. It's one of the coolest things I've ever been a part of in my life. And listen, I was on staff. We won the last. Uh, I'm not in any way knocking what the current Big East is because I do have a degree from Xavier and I was on staff there, and I worked for Coach Pitino. But like the last, we beat Syracuse in the Big East championship in Madison Square Garden, right? Friday night was we played Notre Dame, Syracuse, Georgetown, most electric atmosphere I've ever felt in my life. Incredible. Won a national championship right down there in your hometown in Atlanta. The whole Kevin Ware thing, like phenomenal journey, right? 7,500 people in Freedom Hall, first school in the history of college basketball to win their conference tournament during the transition. Most amazing thing I've ever been a part of. We have phenomenal kids. 4 of our 5 starters signed as Division II kids before everybody was taking D2 transfers, right? Like those cats put this program on their back. They built it in their own image. They earned it, right? You saw anybody that watched last year, I promise you this. There was not a better atmosphere for a conference championship game than Lipscomb versus North Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Not nowhere, nowhere. I don't care. Like I know it's not 20,000 seats; it's 5,500. But there were 6,000 people squeezed into that 5,500, right?
Yes.
And like it's a huge deal at our level. Man, you play in the NCAA tournament, you get to hear your name called on CBS. Like it doesn't get any bigger at this level. And the administrators, presidents, league, they're going to do what they're going to do. Like that's fine. It's their decision. I'm not. Any energy I spend on that is taken away from the energy I can spend on our team. So like I'm not giving a second thought on it, but I'm going to tell you some of those on-campus sites were really cool environments, man. We won at Liberty to get to host the ASUN championship game. I would tell you this: the 2 most memorable road wins in my life, right, was when I was at U of L. We led the Big East. When I was at Louisville, we led the Big East in road wins, and that's something Coach Pitino was like really proud of. It was a huge deal for him. We won at Syracuse. They ended up going to the Final Four. We beat them in the Big East Championship. There were like 36,000 people there. All right. Unbelievable road win. That's probably number two. Winning at Liberty in the ASUN tournament where they had never lost before, that's probably number one. And we did it on the strength of a fifth-year senior, a fourth-year junior, a fourth-year junior. Like, these dudes that gave everything they had to the program, and it all came out right there, right? And, like, the pride that they had in putting Bellarmine across their chest, man, like, it meant something to them. It meant something to them. And we're losing a little bit of that in college basketball, right? So it's on us. It's on us to make sure we're instilling that. So, like, hey, man, our guys are going to hear Sunday night. Sunday night is day zero. Monday is day one. And this team, we have one goal. Can the team reach its potential? Can the team reach its potential? Period. And, like, if you don't care about the name on the front of your shirt, you can't do it, because we're here for the team, man. Like, we're here for the team. I'm thrilled with the individual pieces we brought in. If you told me, they announced publicly that I got the job on March 11th. If you told me on March, hey, I appreciate you, man. We had a good birthday this year than you and I both did.
Yes.
My phone was ringing a lot, but we had a good birthday. If you told me on March 12th this was the group we'd be able to put together, we love and retain. I should say retain, because that was the first win, man. Was like, there were guys in the program that had been through some rough stuff, but we wanted them with us. We knew we were building something for the future, right? We kept 5 scholarship players: Kenyon Gooden, Grant Whitaker, Miles Watkins, Jack Karazinski. Who am I forgetting? We got 5. I know we got 5. Who else we got? Hold on. We got Miles, Grant, Kenyon. Oh, Tyler Doyle. It's just going to be a sophomore, Grant Whitaker. Tyler Doyle, Kenyon Good, man. Nobody, I'm telling you, they were playing as well as any 2 guards in the league at the end of last season. Young guys. One was a redshirt freshman, one was a true freshman. Jack Karazinski, like, was never healthy last year. Guy averaged 16 and a half points in 21 minutes, right? Like, we got to get him in one piece. That was the foundation. We said, all right, we got these 5 scholarship guys, and we have 2 outstanding walk-ons, Luke Anderson and Grant Neal, man. They don't come any better. These kids are team guys, man. And it was like, all right, now what we got to go get? What do we need to go get? And we had to get pieces that complemented what we already had coming back. It is, I am a firm believer in this. It is not go grab the 13 best players and figure it out. It's not. It's a puzzle. You're putting a puzzle together, right? Like, we're trying to find the 13 right players, not necessarily the best players. They got to believe in how we do things, right? Like, we cannot reinvent the wheel every single year. We can tweak it. We can improve it, but we cannot rip up everything we've ever done, because that's not what I know, right? Like, so we are leaning all the way back in. We are playing extreme Bellarmine basketball, man. It's going to be racehorse basketball. We're going to play as fast. That ball is going to come across midcourt as fast as it ever has. It's going to get reversed side to side as quickly as it ever has. And, like, if that thing comes inside out and your feet are set and you don't shoot the ball, if you don't shoot the ball, you will not play. Like, we ain't playing timid. We ain't playing scared. Like, now defensively, if you're going to beat us, you're not going to beat us in the paint. You will not beat us in the box. You will not beat us at the free throw line. We have a really simple saying. If the ball is below somebody's waist inside the pack line, 2 options better happen. You either better come up with their ball, or you better come up with their arm. Period. That's it. Like, we have to make sure. Brad Stevens had a thing when he was at Butler, and we played him when I was at Xavier. Like, he lived by this. The toughest team sets the rules. Like, right now in our league, hey, man, you go play North Al, you go play Jacksonville, you go play Florida Gulf Coast. They are punching you in the mouth the first 4 minutes and seeing if you can handle it. And when you get punched in the mouth, you have 2 options. You can back up, and they're going to keep swinging, or you step towards them, you eat up the space, and you let them know, like, we're right here. We're right here. And if we have anything this year, we will have some toughness. Because if not, those guys won't play. They won't play. Like, if you don't want to play, just show that you're soft. You won't play. You won't play. And make it real easy on us, right? Make it real easy on us. I will tell you this, man. I will tell you this. Right now, our league is incredibly competitive. When Liberty and Kennesaw left, Liberty and Kennesaw were pretty well resourced, right? And I'm not saying everybody's the same 1 through 12. Not everybody's the same. But there is really good coaching up and down the league, man. I'm going to tell you, I don't know if you've had him on here. Jordan Mincy's my age.
Yeah, I saw him a few weeks ago when I was in Jacksonville.
Okay, let me tell you, like, and you know this as well as I do, Jordan Mincy will be on an SEC sideline in a few years. That dude can coach. Pat Chambers, Big Ten coach, right? Tony Pujol at North Al does a phenomenal job. I'm not ignoring anybody else. I'm just telling you, like, those dudes, hey man, like, very competitive league, very good coaches, right? Like, and everybody's kind of playing the same game. We're putting rosters together, right? Like, at our level, it's hard, man. You're gonna have a lot of turnover, and you got to figure it out. And those guys, the first thing I would tell you, and this is why, just for, I'm not ignoring anybody else. You know exactly what you're getting. Jacksonville, they gonna play really physical. They gonna play two bigs. And I was with Jordan last week, and I said, Jordan, the thing that's hard about playing against you all is it's not about what you do, it's how you do it, right?
Mm.
But everybody in the league, when I was at Xavier, Chris Mack used to say, like, if you want to have an identity, if you want to truly have an identity as a program, everyone in the league, when they talk about you, should have about the same first three bullet points. And like, you go play Jacksonville, they're going to play two bigs. The game for them offensively, they could care less what they run. They don't turn the ball over. And when the ball hits the backboard or the rim, that's when the game starts. Because they are coming. Like, they are putting forearms in the back of your head, and they are rebounding the ball with two hands. And I know that they're going to do that, because if they don't, Jordan won't play them. It's cut and dry. Defensively, they are going to get after you from the second you get off the bus. Period. And like, unless the ref blows the whistle, it ain't a foul. So you better adjust to that, right? Like, those dudes have an identity. North Al is going to offensive rebound relentlessly. They are going to drive the ball relentlessly. Defensively, they are going to get after you. Like, the best teams in our league, man, they have an identity. We had an identity. We're getting it back. Like, it's coming. We are going to lean all the way in on what we've done best. And like, are we going to have some shortcomings? We probably will. But we're going to be really good at what we do.
No doubt. That's what I got for you, Doug. Is this, man? How is that transition for you guys over now? Can y'all go to the
Yeah.
tournament this year? So,
Yeah.
tell me how tough that was going from D2 to D1 and still winning year one. But how tough was it trying to adjust from having to be able to give switch stuff scholarships up to having to give 13 fulls to some in D1?
Yeah. It was challenging. It was challenging. But I'm telling you, man, like, we had a group of guys who had a lot of pride in the name on their shirt. And it started there, man. And there was never, I think those dudes wholeheartedly believed in each other. They believed in how we did stuff, right? And there was absolutely, that was as those like first 2 years, we had some guys that probably felt very, very disrespected. I think we were picked second to last, or maybe last in the league our first year, and we were tied for first. We played Liberty the last day of the regular season to win the regular season. They beat us. Darius McGee hit like 9 threes. But there was never an ounce of doubt, right? Like, they believed in each other. They were fierce. CJ Fleming, Justin Betts, Pedro Bradshaw, Dylan Penn, Ethan Claycomb, Garrett Tipton. Like, listen, man, Nick Phelan. They may not have been the most talented players. They were as tough of dudes as you would find. And they played like it was personal to them. It was personal to them. Like, these cats, listen, they didn't turn down Division I offers to come to Bellarmine. They didn't have Division I offers. They didn't have them, right? This is what they had, and they made the most of it. Fast forward to year two, we finished second in the regular season again. We won the tournament, right? And with a lot of the same cast of characters, we lost Pedro Bradshaw. Four of our starters were signed when we were Division II school. We started one freshman. He was our fifth leading scorer, and we actually played. I think he was like sixth or seventh in minutes. We played two guys off the bench quite a bit. Recruiting was hard. Recruiting was really hard. We had all these older guys that were established Division II players and played a ton of minutes, so they were ready. It became really hard to get the next guys, right? Like, because they're sitting there, it's like, man, you got this 4-year period, which I think it's stupid. The whole 4-year thing, that decision is made by administrators. Like, it has nothing to do with me. Whatever decisions are made at the national level or conference level, or listen, man, it's not my job. I'm here to coach the team. And if I'm wasting my time on that, I'm not doing the best job I can for the team. And my job, like my job is first and foremost to the players and the staff, right? Like, we want to make sure everybody on the program is reaching their potential and that we're creating an environment in which they can do that. Like, that's where my energy needs to go. That other stuff, whatever.
No doubt, man. And I hope to see you in Nashville when you play at Lipscomb or Austin P because I can make that drive up from Atlanta and can see you play, man. Because
Come on up, man.
I've been to Allen Arena and I've been to Austin P a few times.
Hey,
So I
I'll
know
tell
how.
you what. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. I don't know if this is totally out publicly yet, but we open at Georgia. We're in Athens on Monday. What's the first Monday of the regular season?
November 3rd.
November. Yeah, November 3rd. Yeah, come on over, man.
I
We're at
sure
Georgia.
will, man. Well,
Hey,
Doug, it was great to talk to you, man. Like I said, I'm excited to talk to somebody my same age. It was fun, man.
I hope we get to catch up in July, man. Hope we get to catch up in July. I don't have my recruiting schedule yet. I usually figure that out about 5 days ahead of time once we know where everybody's going. But yeah, I hope we can get together. If there's
No
anything we
doubt,
can do up
man.
here, man,
We should. One way or another, I come your way too. So I come your way. We'll figure it out one way or another. We'll definitely get together, man.
my man, I appreciate it. Hey, have a
Anytime.
great day, man.
Thank you, brother.
All right, be good.